So it looks like Chris is going to have a trial. Let's get into that. All the receipts, everything that's going on, straight after this intro.
Hey everyone, this is a message from prison. I need $1 million, so I'm selling these iPhones, okay? You can get your iPhones for $20. They're the iPhone 10, the latest brand you can get. Let me smell your feet. Who are you? I am your Faja, Chris. You look like Clarence's dad. Yes, Chris. You and Clarence are twins. What? When you were born, your mom didn't want you because you sound like a squeaker. So she gave you up for adoption, and we kept Clarence. So this whole time, when I'm at night, I was over myself?
Life in the fast lane, we play our cards, praying we'll find out just who we are.
Bitch, I've been the king. What up, everyone? It's your boy Martin Lewis.
It's your boy Martin Lewis.
Martin Lewis. Boy Martin Lewis.
What up, everyone? It's your boy Martin Lewis. Team Real, welcome to my channel where I call out fake ass and talk about YouTube drama. So if you guys haven't heard, Chris Sells has been arrested again due to assaulting Parker. Now, as you guys know, I've been covering this story from when it started, when Parker released those videos on Instagram, to all the other ish when Chris started speaking out. So if you have no idea what's going on, I do suggest you do check out those videos so you have more context to this story. I also have some exclusive statements from a source as well, which we're gonna get into. And if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button with the bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest drama. Smash the like button, and if you guys have any story or leads, all my social media links are in the description below. So let's get straight into the drama. First thing is first, how the hell did the Shade Room get that information so damn quick? How did they get that information about Chris being arrested? I want to know that. I'm like, how did you guys get that so fast? But anyway, they end up posting Chris Sells online public district county criminal records public, so it should be okay for me to post this. But anyway, as you guys can see here, there's some letters, a bunch of letters. I don't know the day he got arrested, charge. There's a bunch of other letters. And here is the meaning of two of them. Feel free to pause this screen and read it. He does have a court date on the 12th of the 6th, 2018 in December, okay? And his bond, get this, is almost $1 million. That's a lot of money. Personally, don't think Chris can afford that. I don't think his family could afford that. I don't think his friends can afford that. So I'm pretty sure he's stuck in there. He has to pay that to be able to get that. So I don't know how he's gonna go to his court date, because he has to go through trial where he's either guilty or not guilty. He might be able to get a lawyer to represent him at the court. But yeah, I'm just pretending I know how the law works. I actually don't, so you should do your own research and take what I say about the law with a grain of salt. This already looks bad, because as you guys know, he's already going through trial due to the fake public prank that he did impersonating a police. He's already in huge trouble because of that. Now he has this on top of that, so it's just really bad for Mrs. Chris Sells, you know what I mean? Okay, so the Shade Room also put some more documents here, the court documents. So apparently, oh my god, this is so big, so much writing. Anyway, according to these court documents, I'm not going to read the thing. I'm going to give you a short version and dumb it down for you guys. Basically, according to the court document, Parker received a message from another man on her Instagram page, and Chris got really mad. And when he saw these messages, he ended up slapping Parker repeatedly with an open hand. He then ended up striking her on her left arm and torso area with a closed fist, so he ended up punching her, causing pain and bodily injury upon Parker. He ended up becoming defensive, thinking she was going to die. So she was so scared by Chris, she thought she was going to die, that she, according to this court document, that she went outside. Now, during this argument, Chris approached her aggressively, allegedly, according to this court document, and punched her in the face, which caused her bruised eye. After that, according to this court document, he ended up Parker. While this was happening, she was on the ground and her head was getting repeatedly slammed against the concrete floor. She ended up escaping that situation and getting bottles and throwing it at Chris Sales in an attempt to defend herself from Chris. He ended up punching her in the face again and choked her again. It doesn't really say here though how she got out of that situation. Saying that, it does explain why she has 2 bruises in her eyes, so he hit her twice. By the way, this was a summary of facts written by the investigating detective with the Houston Police Department Majors Assault and Family Violence Division who was handling the case. Obviously, we're gonna have to wait until the trial, which is in December, and we're gonna have to see what happens then. I will be in USA then, so maybe I should go to the trial. Let me know. Imagine me, hey Chris, remember me? Nah, I'm just I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of how random that would be. You know, so I guess we're gonna have to wait and see the situation with that, how it plays out. Of course, there's witnesses involved. We got, from what it looks like, 2 of Chris's friends that apparently was there. Let's say Chris's story, which he said on Instagram, was true. That it was all in self-defense and he was holding her down and she magically got black eyes. Let's just say his story was absolutely true and that he's completely innocent. Let's disregard that it could be a possibility that they were both violent towards each other. Let's disregard those stories and pretend for a second that Chris' story is absolutely true. If it's true, then these 2 guys, because from what it sounds like, both of these guys are witnesses, because how does Jordan know about particular things? Anyway, if those stories are true, they have to line up with Chris's story, because I'm pretty sure those 2 guys will have to be investigated. They're gonna have to tell a real good story that makes sense, okay? But if these guys are lying and their stories don't add up and Chris is guilty, then we know that Chris is full of shit with the whole, oh, I was defending myself. So yeah, at the end of the day, we don't know until this whole hearing is done and over with. Then we'll have a more better understanding of the situation. Okay, so now let's look at what Chris's friends have said about the situation. I can't believe you just gonna sit there and let this shit happen when we both know the real story. That feeling gonna haunt you forever. I'm not taking up for anybody. My mom used to get beat in front of me when I was little and I couldn't do anything about it because I was so young. All I could do is watch and cry, dog. I'm against all domestic violence cases, but you can't do somebody so dirty and watch social media ruin their life and act innocent when we all know the real story. He's implying here that Parker isn't innocent at all and she herself was also involved in this fight that they had. Again, she did tweet this on her Twitter, the one that we thought was fake, and we showed that it was her Twitter account. So it is a possibility that both of them were violent towards each other. But obviously, someone took it really far and looked like he tried to kill her. And for all we know, maybe Chris is the one that started her and tried to take it really far and harm this woman. And that's why she said, me and him did get into a physical altercation because she was trying to defend herself. Sometimes victims of abuse will make excuses to why they have been physically harmed by their abuser. Again, we don't know until the trial and everything is over. By the way, that's water, not spit. He continued to say, we ain't gonna say how you almost hurt baby CGA either, but we gonna keep it quiet. Okay, so I got some exclusive information from a source, and my source says, and the story about her and little Chris is BS. They threatened her with that story weeks ago. It was 4 a.m. Chris was asleep. After listening to that and listening to what Jordan said, why say that? Why put that on Snapchat and, oh, we're gonna keep that quiet, we're not gonna say anything? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta think here. So this makes me think, why is Jordan just throwing that in her face? Why do that? Why keep quiet if someone was gonna hurt a child? You know what I mean? That a subliminal threat towards Parker, so she will be quiet on the situation. You know, these boys, Tonio, Thing, have been throwing some fallacies, okay? We really have to look at that. You know, we really have to question why they playing these little games on social media. Like, why play games like that for? You feel me? Why not just be direct? I don't understand why they're doing this bullshit. Why do you think he's saying that? Why is he keeping quiet? Why not just say it? So to me, I feel like maybe he is threatening her on the low subliminally. Maybe what I got from my source is legit and that did happen. Anyway, Chris's friend Chris Landry, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Landry, he says, as effed up as the system is and y'all still root for a kid to get stuck in it, free my boy the Chris Sells. One of the most genuine for real. That give you the shirt off his back. Ain't nobody to this world perfect. 100, 100. Love you, bro. This tells me that something did happen and this guy is just throwing the normal fallacy. No one's perfect, so we should forget about all their bad things and let them free into the air. Like, shut up, bitch. Y'all really annoy me. Really? He ain't perfect. Well, oh, so you should set him free. Let's say he did do it, okay? Because you making it sound like he did do something. You're implying by saying he's not perfect, whatever your name is. Okay, so he's not perfect, so he did something? You know what I mean? Oh, he's not perfect, so we should let them free. Man, I should slap all these people in the face and then I'm not perfect. Don't hit me back, okay? Because I'm not perfect. Like, shut up with that shit, y'all. You gotta realize people use fallacies and some people don't even realize they're using fallacies. People use fallacies to make their argument appear valid when it's not. It's a very sneaky way to make their argument appear valid. And that we're not perfect, okay? People are not perfect is a way for you to be like, oh yeah, you're right, you're not perfect. We can let you get away with that. Nah, justice has to be served, okay? When people do bad shit, if you say they're not perfect, I'm gonna slap you in the face and then say I'm not perfect and you should let me slap you and you not slap me back. Get the f out of here. Anyway, Chris's second friend, Antonio, said on his IG story, don't believe everything you see, even salt looks like sugar. Then posted, the truth will set you free. SMH, love you Brody, keep your head up. Then Dress So Lit said, free dough at Parker, you ain't ish. Free my effing brother, man, at Chris Sells. Then he went on to say,
my f***ing brother, man, y'all ain't shit, man. Y'all be literally praying on these downfalls, bro. Like, free my brother, bro. For real. Crazy, illiterate ass, bro. Like, y'all so miserable.
Anyway, the opportunist DDG looks like he wanted to jump into the limelight of YouTube drama because he ended up going on his IG throwing shade. Roll it.
Locked up, they won't let me out. They won't let me out. Locked up, they won't let me out. Oh, they won't let me out.
Chris Sells' brother replied saying, you a bitch, you ain't wanna scrap. Now Abby, who's now friends with Chris Sells, had this to say on her IG.
Chris, you guys, and I'm not going to speak on that because I'm just not. I don't feel like getting screen recorded. I don't feel like being put on all to y'all shade. I just don't have time for it right now. But anyway.
So she doesn't want to talk about the situation for what it looks like. Almond Milk from Armin and Trey posts and deleted on his "Love you, brother, 100, love you." Makisha ended up responding to this post saying, "So you support a nigga that beated on your so-called sister? Man, get the f*** out of your fake shit. Y'all motherfuckers roll with any f***ing thing. I swear, y'all about to make me call some shit out. Hashtag 2018. Then Armin responded to the post saying, "Y'all so mad? That's me and Trey, bro. LeMayo, while y'all at it, just talk about me in a hashtag right back challenge. Lol, I'm listening. Mad ass mother." Okay, so guys, remember in my previous videos I was talking about how I felt that Chris and Queen had a relationship where they were violent towards each other sometimes. I really feel like this confirms it. Why the hell is Armin friends with Chris? If Queen was completely innocent in that situation, okay, and he was hardcore beating her and all that stuff, why would Armin, Queen's brother, be friends with Chris and be supporting him in that type of situation? Who knows, maybe he's just a complete dog and he grew up and he thinks it's okay for a man to hit a woman. I personally don't think that. I personally feel like they were both violent towards each other. Obviously, that's not okay. But if it really was the situation where Queen was beaten up by Chris and all this ish, why is he tickling Chriselle's butthole? Why? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I don't feel I'm wrong. I think they were both violent towards each other. Regardless, that is not okay. Now the next one, shout out to Fraud Busters for capturing this. Tina said to let Chris free. Roll it.
Yeah. Free Chris, you know what I'm saying? They can't hold a real one down forever. You know what I'm saying? They can't hold a real OG hitter down forever. You feeds me. You free my mans. You know what I'm saying? Let him out them chains. Let my dog out them chains. You know what I'm saying? Let him out the chain gang. You feel saying?
Now this is the thing. I don't know if Tina is trolling. I did contact Tina and asked her, like, were you trolling? Were you serious? Because this is another case when, hold up. Didn't he do this to your sister? Didn't he hit your sister? So why are you so cool with letting him free if that was the case? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if someone beat my sister up and he had a new girlfriend and that girlfriend got him arrested, why would I be like, yeah, set him free? I'll be like, finally, you know what I mean? But again, Tina doesn't like Parker. So that could be another case. But at the same time, your sister was abused allegedly by this man. So again, this confirms with me that Chris and Queen were both violent towards each other. Like, at this time, I'm starting to think, wow, Queen is really surrounded by a bunch of fake bitches. Like, holy shit. If my friends did that to me or my sister did that to me, I'm cutting you off. You know what I mean? If I had a partner that beat me up and then he went to jail for someone else and you're like, yeah, set him free, I'll be like, what? Really? You said you want to say that on social media? Man, I would be so mad. And you can tell Makisha has so much love for Queen. Even though Queen has like left her in the dust, Makisha has so much love for Queen because she feels it. You know what I mean? She's angry. You can tell. Like, what type of friends do that? So, I don't know, guys. The whole shit is f***ed up. I am so dead serious. I want to know what you think. I might even do a live so we can all talk about the situation because I think it's really interesting. I usually don't do lives and talk about stuff like this, but I'm very keen to do it with you guys. Let me know what you think in the poll. I'll put a poll and you guys can vote. Guys, look, I know I'm not a guilty pleasure anymore. We got over 113 or 14,000 subscribers now. So hit the subscribe button because if you don't, okay, if you don't hit the subscribe button, they're gonna say everyone that you put in jail should be free. So yeah, hit the subscribe button. Don't let these idiots run the world. Anyway, I'll see you guys in another drama video.
Let me smell your panties.